So, yeah. Too bad, so sad, bye-bye, we are back. Nice try, Tudor. Nice try. You're gonna have to try a little bit harder than that to cut me off. So. Oops. Nice try, Tudor. Seriously. It was a valid effort, but it didn't work. No, it wasn't Vostok, it was Tudor. Tudor cut my stream. Let me put the live chat on. Alright. They tried to stop me, dude. Tudor tried to stop me, but it didn't work. I legitimately think they got my, Bad Matt, I never deleted any of your comments, dude. I have no idea what you're talking about. Look at this. Look at this. I'm getting comments on the other live stream saying, childish clickbait. This is so hilarious, and they're playing into my hand. Like, what don't these guys understand? Let me, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna prove this point real quick. Because this is too funny to me. And these people are so oblivious that they don't understand. Okay, so on my live stream that we just did that got cut off. Hold on. Okay. So James Smith just commented on the old live stream saying childish clickbait. Alright. This is what is wrong with the Tudor fanboy community. Alright. And what is wrong with the Tudor fanboy community is, and I'm going to say this concisely because I did a full rant on the other live stream and we got cut off. Number one, Invicta fanboys get upset, but they kind of just have a decent sense of humor. They'll make fun of me and then whatever. Number two, Vostok fanboys, who I also make fun of, well, I don't make fun of them, I make fun of, like, the poor QC, the zero finishing, the essentially stamped metal, everything. They are delusional in a way, because all the poor QC and everything, they just have validated as being part of the watch's design and this and that, but they'll often argue about the watch itself. They don't often come after other people. They'll just argue about the watch itself. So that's something I respect. But for some reason, Tudor fanboys, and I'm not talking about Tudor owners, I'm not talking about people that like Tudor watches. I'm specifically talking about the Tudor fanboys. If you make a comment as benign, okay, as benign as saying Tudor is not Rolex, oh my gosh. It is like putting a mealworm on a hill of fire ants. They just go crazy. And I don't understand why, you know, Rolex owners, and as a Rolex owner, I can say this with confidence, if you make fun of a Rolex owners just, I mean, okay. If you make fun of a Seiko owners, like, dude, how often do we hear, oh, is your bezel aligned? Is your dial aligned? That's funny. That is funny. I think that's funny. In fact, Jody from Just One More Watch he said in one of his episodes, the way that you find a authentic Seiko is something has to be misaligned. That is funny. If you make fun of Vacheron, dude, if you make fun of Vacheron, as a Vacheron owner, a cheap Vacheron owner, I don't think that Vacheron owners are even going to notice if you make fun of their watches. If you make fun of Glashütte, do you think Glashütte original owners are going to notice? Oris owners are going to notice? Zinn owners are going to notice? G-Shock owners are going to notice? None of these people are going to notice, but for some reason, if you make fun... Tudor fanboys are so absurd that they believe that for some reason, out of every watchmaker, Tudor is beyond reproach. Why is Tudor beyond reproach? Riddle me that. Like, why? Here's another comment, guys, by the way. James Smith is super upset. He just commented again on that old live stream. Let me... He wrote, okay, get this, guys. This is a perfect example. On that one, like, 2-minute long live stream that got cut out, he commented twice in the comment section when it wasn't live anymore. And he wrote, just childish is what I'm saying. I thought you were for adults. See ya. And then he wrote, childish clickbait. This dude commented twice. And this is, why do I bring this up? Well, because in one of my YouTube shorts, one of my Instagram reels, we had some fun with this, and all I said, literally all I said, it was a joke on a TED Talk, and all I said was, Tudor is in no way Rolex, and then I had the crowd cheering, yeah! That was it. That was the entire, it was like a 5-second short that I uploaded. Boy, oh boy, people were writing, this isn't funny. Wow, I thought that you respected watch collectors. Hey, let's not trash other watch collectors. Bro, by me saying Tudor is not Rolex, that's not me trashing Tudor. There's no difference than me saying Breitling is not Rolex. They're literally different watchmakers. But you know, people are upset regardless. So, yeah, Tudor fanboys are fragile, and Tudor tried to stop me, but I'm back. So there. Oh, we got a super chat from Bad Matt. He wrote, please make another Tudor isn't Rolex short. Oh, you bet I will. And I'm going to make an episode about this as well, because you know what? Here's what here's what these Tudor fanboys don't realize. Is when they complain about what I say, it makes me want to do it more, number one. And number two, every time I make a Tudor episode, they all come out and give me a ton of views. So, yeah, you bet next week's rant is going to be about this topic. And you bet a bunch of them are going to show up and give me a bunch of views. Jewish stereotypes. Money, money, money. Get it? Because I'm Jewish and I'm reptilian and I live on the moon! Flat moon, baby! Let's see what people are saying. Oh, by the way, guys, we've been here for 8 minutes. Let's go ahead and cheers. Guys, cheers in the comment section. Uh-oh, 1016 chat. Bad Matt says, dude, make this a series. Also, occult comment gang. I stand with Johan. Flat Moon Uprising. Just a friendly reminder that Tudor isn't Rolex. Amen. Amen. Guys, we need a cheers in the comment section every time when we're around 5 minutes in. Cheers. What are you sipping on? We always ask you, what are you sipping on? You let me know in the comment section. I'm drinking Mount Hagen coffee. This is just black. I'm a simple man. Cheers. Let's have a drink. Watch and Unwind says, straight up vodka, baby. Mike Kalustian says, gotta run. Scion isn't Lexus. Tudor isn't Rolex. Amen. Amen. Bad Matt says, I'm sipping on Tudor tears. Gabs says, tears of Tudor fans. Woo! See, Toyo writes, nice Tudor. How come you can't afford a proper Rolex? I've never even said that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there is literally no comparison, and Tudor just simply isn't Rolex. Rolex isn't Tudor. But Tudor fanboys cannot accept that. Whatever. Let's do a wristwatch check because we are past 100 viewers. Yeah, Michael Pear says, I own a Tudor and agree with you. Guess what? I would own a Tudor also. The North Flag, the Pelagos Blue. I would happily own both of those. But for some reason, just simply making a factual, benign statement that Tudor isn't Rolex gets them... Dude, it is like throwing gasoline on a fire with them. It is insane. It is insane. But let's do a wristwatch check, guys. Every time we hit 100 viewers, we got to talk about what we are wearing. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, guys. Can you guess what I'm wearing? Just by this. Just by this. Nick's Picks Watch Reviews. My buddy Nick Houndstein says 1016 fund with the super chat. Glycine is not Invicta. Hit the gong, baby. Can you guess what I'm wearing just by this? Dean's wearing a Hamilton X Wind. Klaus is wearing a Seiko Tuna. Thomas DXB is wearing a watch. Matthews is wearing a JLC. You are wearing a Black Bay. No, I'm not. Evan Lowe says Reverso. Jonathan Hernandez says Blue Seiko Alpinist. Jimmy Shield says Vostok Radio Room Black Dial. Ooh, Johnny Watch has got it. Fernando got it. I am wearing... You guys ready for this? Check this out, dude. So, little sneaky, you've seen this before, all right? Well, you haven't seen this one before. You know how I wear a, you know how I have a Musta Cartier tank with a tricolor, the tricolor dial, right? This is a Musta Cartier with just the standard Roman dial, no tricolor. And I just got this back from my watchmaker because I had this baby serviced, and this one's my dad's. Everyone say hi. Say hi, Time Teller Senior. So I just got this one serviced for my dad from my watchmaker, TikTok Watch Repairs. I'm sure my... my moderators have a link to TikTok Watch Repairs if you want to check them out. They're the only people that work on my watches and the watches for my shop. But this one is my daddy-o's. Musta Cartier tank. Had this one serviced and cleaned up for him. And what's really cool is you might think this one is quite small, which it is because this one's vintage. Allow me to put it on mine wrist. So this one's quite small, right? However, my dad this year just got the Tank Solo XL automatic. So my dad has this and the bigger Tank Solo XL auto that he got 3 months ago. So mazel tov to my dad. You can tell he likes what he likes. He's a Cartier. He likes Cartier. Steve Simmons says, I want a Santos too bad. Well, you got to talk to my buddy, the pigs in the blankets, because I believe he has a Santos. I think. Hector says, T3 Senior knows his beep. I can't say that word because I'm naughty. JB with the super chat. Oops. Says, Jory, do you think the 18038 DD Day wears bigger than the 1803 Day? Let us take a look and compare. 18038 coming up. Okay. Let's see. Which dial would you go with, by the way, on this one? 3. Because it's just a year difference. It's just a year difference. It wasn't a size difference. No, I don't think that it would wear any different. Gonna be honest. They will wear the same, pretty much. In my humble opinion. Almighty Ohm says, hi, Dad. Bad Matt with the super chat. Okay, last one. Have you played Back for Blood? It's amazing, but needs Lady Demisco. Mommy Milkers. It wouldn't be a super chat without Mommy Milkers. Then he says, Smegma Squad. Yeah, baby! Konosuba. Tudor is not Rolex. That's what he says. Angry viewers are still views. Amen. Jonathan Hernandez says, is your dad still wearing that Carl F. Bucher on the inside of his wrist John Wick style? Yes, absolutely. It's actually pretty funny that you mentioned that, because it is getting a movement overhaul and a case cleaning from TikTok watch repairs right now as we speak. That's what he's doing. So he's servicing that one as well for my dad. So I sent a couple of my dad's watches to my boy. TikTok watch repairs! And yes, he wears it on the inside of his wrist because he's obsessed with John Wick. It is what it is, man. Some Pixie and some Blankets. Certified T3 bot has 3 Santos. Very, very cool. Let me read. Ian Falconer is here. So this is another funny thing that's going to make the Tudor fanboys so happy. One of the Tudor fanboys commented on my last short and said, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, Tudor and Rolex have share the same manufacturers, and their factories are down the street from each other, and they're cut from the same cloth, and their manufacturers are literally down the street. He has no idea what he's talking about. So then I simply asked, I literally, you can go to that video and just ask. I simply asked, name one part. Name one Rolex part that is in a Tudor. Name one Rolex part that is in a Tudor. I'm talking modern watches. Dude went ballistic. Couldn't answer my question though. So, yeah, could not answer the question. Isn't that funny how it works? Just answer the question. They can't do it. Tudor's not Rolex. The sapphire crystal, it's not the same crystal. They don't utilize the same crystals. I'm only a Tudor fan because I can't afford a Rolex, and I'm only a Rolex fan because I can't afford a Vacheron. Well, I think you're joking there, but the truth is, being a fan of Tudor is not who I'm talking about. That is not who I'm referring to. I'm talking about the fanboys. There's a difference. You can be a fan of something and not be a fanboy, right? People are making, the Pigs in the Blanket says Volkswagen is not Porsche. Audi is not Porsche. See, it's really funny, right? Jeremy Clarkson always makes the joke on Top Gear that 911s are just Volkswagen Beetles, right? They're just faster Beetles. That's funny. When someone makes a joke, I had someone make a joke about my 996 saying, oh, you know, that's just a souped up Volkswagen. You know what I said? I turned and I laughed, and we were all both like, ha 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 ha, that's funny. And then we started talking about cars. You know, if I were a Tudor fanboy and he said that, you know, your Porsche's just a souped up Volkswagen. If I was a Tudor fanboy, I'd turn around and I'd say, what? Their factories are right next to each other. You have no idea what you're talking about. Their factories. They're next to each other, but they're far apart. Okay, they're so far apart. They have nothing to do with each other. Their factories and their origin are next to each other, but they are separate. Yeah, people are upset, but it's okay. Watch and Unwind. Very nice name. Says, oh wait, sorry, we just got a super chat. Christopher with a super chat. Hit the gong. Gong gang. Please list all BB58 in order of your preference. I can't. I cannot. I cannot tell a lie. I can't. I appreciate your super chat, but I do not like the Black Bay. I'm sorry. Watch and Unwind asks a question. Your Porsche is pretty slick. If you had to choose between your cars and your watch collection, which would you choose? I get this question all the time, but I mean, watches are my life, right? I really do enjoy cars, and I have fun with them, and they're a huge passion of mine. But if it were between cars and watches, I would have to pick watches. Watches is literally my life. It's what I do. It's a passion of mine, but it's also my work. So I would not ever want to give that up. So watches. I would choose watches without a doubt. Great question though. Hardwood! Look at the super chat. Jory, my father gifted me a Santos 29mm quartz. I believe it's real, but I'm not totally sure. Could you help? Could you send pictures of it? Info@thetimetellershop.com. Info@thetimetellershop.com. SS says Tudor is not Rolex, but the BB chronograph is heart face, heart face, heart face. Yeah, the truth is, I really do enjoy that watch. I think it's so I can pull it off. People with a bit larger wrists could totally pull it off. I have two qualms about the new Black Bay chronograph from Tudor. Number one is that it could wear. I've had it on the wrist a couple times. And it could wear a bit large for people that have smaller than like 7.5 inch wrists. Or it wouldn't wear the way I would want it to if I had smaller wrists than mine. I'll just put it that way. And then the second issue is that I don't like snowflake hands. And I like them even less on a chronograph. Right? If you have snowflake hands on a chronograph, they obscure the sub-dials for like 30 minutes to an hour, like total in a day. So it's like if you wanted to use the chronograph and see the subdials, you'd have to like move the handset around. Why would you want to do that? That fellow there, Certified T3 Bot and Moderator, has the email if you have a question, info@thetimetellershop.com. Also, guys, if you have a question about any of the watches that we have there, feel free to email us as well. Watches are more fun in the long run. He's talking about watches versus cars. Yeah, I would have to... believe me, I mean, cars are very important to me. They're a deep passion of mine, but I could not pick cars over watches. Let me see. 18 grand. I think he's referring to G-Shocks. Why? They all look the same. I have so many G-Shocks, and yeah, I'm going to be honest. You can't have... They're like Pringles. G-Shocks are like Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop, right? And I don't think all G-Shocks look the same. So there. Or is he saying GS... Grand Seikos? Wait, you think all Grand Seikos look the same? You must have never seen more than one Grand Seiko then. Are you kidding me? Grand Seiko has some of the most outlandish designs. You must not have never seen a Grand Seiko. Bad Matt says, snowflake hands for the snowflake fans. Amen. Couldn't have said it better myself. So many people are going to get very, very upset with me about this live stream, and I don't care. Grov says, hey Jory, I finally caught a live stream. Currently 5:38 a.m. Sunday morning here in Australia. Much love. Down under, throwing out the shrimp on the barbie. I reckon. Guys, it's tradition, I'm sorry. Whenever a Scotsman, whenever an Irishman, whenever an Australian shows up in the live stream, we have to do the accent. Is it a good accent? Probably not, but it's tradition and they love it and I love it. And if you're offended, click out. I think there's like an X up here that you can just click out and leave. I don't care. Cowboy Swami! T3. What you think of the hammy spirit of liberty? Let's take a look, shall we? Let's take a look. The Hamilton. Spirit of liberty. Let's zoom in on this bad boy. So this is what I would consider an amalgamation of the khaki line and the Jazzmaster line. Let me put it this way. It has too big of a crown to be part of the Jazzmaster line, and it has too small of a has too large of a crown to be part of the Jazzmaster line, but it's kind of too elegant to be part of the khaki line. Do you know what I mean? Here's what I would compare this to, actually. It's actually crazy that these two watches have the same name, but you know what this reminds me of, Cowboy Swami? We're talking about the Hamilton Classic Spirit of Liberty, excuse me. This looks a whole lot like the Longines Spirit Chronometer. Look at the case, and look at the date, and look at the crown. Those two Spirit watches look a whole lot like each other. That is very, very interesting. I would go with the blue dial. Very nice. Thanks for the super chat. Let me read. John says, I am from Montreal. Please, try a French accent. I cannot do French Canadian, but I will try to do French. If it makes you happy, I will do a French accent. Guys, it's tradition. When an Irishman, when a Scotsman, when an Australian or a Frenchman shows up in the comment section, we have to do the accent. It's just tradition, guys. I'm sorry. I love it. They love it. If you're offended, leave. It's tradition, guys. I am so sorry. I have to do the accent. If they come into the live stream, I do the accent. Sorry. Lone Wolf McQuaid says, do you like Doxa? Here is the question. The Doxa does some really good things, and then Doxa comes out and does some really bad things. Why? So for instance, the cushion case Subsea with the orange dial, really nice, huge, like, I think it's like a box cut crystal, like big, beautiful. Then they come out with this almost like, it's like it's not Damascus, but it looks almost like Damascus. That like black coated yellow dial diver. Really badass. Tactical, sleek, stealthy, except for that like bright yellow dial. And I love the vintage, the kind of retro cushion case. The issue is that then they come out with this yellow gold orange dial monstrosity that I made a video about. It was terrible. So in general, yes, I like most Doxas, but then I really almost can't forgive them for that. I really can't forgive them for that gold hunk of metal with that disgusting orange dial. Gold and orange don't work well together. Uh-oh, David! Ever get your hands on a North Flag? Thoughts? Yeah, I've gotten to wear a couple of my friends' North Flags, and they are awesome watches. I think the North Flag is one of the coolest Tudors that Tudor has ever made. But Tudor has some real smarty pants running their business, and all they want to do is carbon copy the Black Bay. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? That's why they just keep producing the same watch, but it's cannibalizing sales on other watches, so, yeah. Yeah, you said I'm from Montreal, do a French accent. I said I don't know how to do a French-Canadian Montreal accent. I said I'm doing a French accent. Jeez. Now people are like, oh, actually, you didn't do the regional difference of where I'm from, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'm an ignorant American. Give me a break. The fact that I even know that Montreal is a place is, like, mind-blowing. Been to Montreal, actually. Love it. Poutine is delicious. Magnifying glasses will keep you away from Tudor. Hamil says 9F is the only Grand Seiko to go. Fair price, best quartz ever. Bro, if you're only getting into Grand Seiko for their quartz watches, you are doing yourself a disservice. If Grand Seiko is on your radar solely because of quartz, you're doing a disservice. Are there 9F quartz, probably some of the nicest finished quartz watches out there? Sure. But if that's the only reason you're going to Grand Seiko, you're making a big mistake. John McClain says, you know poutine? Okay, you're golden, I forgive you. Yeah. Peter says, people with beards have an aura of ancient sacred knowledge. Just saying. It's just absurd. Don't write everything else off except 9F. Grand Seiko has some of the coolest mechanical movements as well. Working with Time says, what do you think about Tudor's decision to change their logo from a rose to a shield? I think it's a bummer because Tudor had the old school Tudor rose logo, I should say. That was back from when they actually did have Rolex parts in their watches, and there was much more of a direct lineage from Rolex to Tudor. But it was also a much cooler, elegant logo. Then they come out and like a phoenix, they rise above from the ashes. We're Tudor. We're a shield now. We only make one watch. It's stupid. It's stupid and they should feel stupid. Gab says, Mamma Mia, do the Italian accent, please. Okay. You guys ready? You guys ready for the Italian accent? You guys ready? Guys, let's get some spaghetti in the comment section. Let's get, I gotta, guys, spam the comment section with some spaghetti, please. Spaghetti emojis. I know that there are spaghetti emojis. I know for a fact there are spaghetti emojis, so put the spaghetti in the comment section, please. Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti. All right, Gabs. Once we get some more spaghetti emojis, I need to warm up here. More. More. More spaghetti emojis, baby. I'm gonna need that. Knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting. Alright guys, come on. I need some more spaghetti emojis in the comment section. We are going to do the best, most authentic Italian accent Oh God, it's already happening. Enough! Yeah! Wahoo! Aha! Mario time! It's a me, Mario! Yeah! Wahoo! There we go. Cheers. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hardwood says, bravo! Gabs is laughing and he's the Italian, okay? I'm happy. Gabs says, thank you so much, man. Hey, anytime, bro. Anytime. Watch and Unwind says, you should be in the new Mario movie, not Chris Pratt. That's what, dude, don't even get me started on this, bro. I had a huge argument with my friends that Chris Pratt is not, like, okay, do you guys want to hear my theory on this? Can I rant about this? Chris Pratt's been real quiet since this came out. Bad Matt. Can I just take a moment and say Bad Matt is one of my favorite commenters? Thank you. Mommy Milkers, Konosuba, Schmegma Gang. Alright. I'm going to rant about this. Watch and Unwind. He just opened up a can of worms. Alright. I had a huge argument with my friends about Chris Pratt. Now, it was kind of he was very, very set in his ways because he's like a huge Guardians of the Galaxy fan, whatever. Hear me out. There are two ways to go with Mario. Alright? There's only two ways to go with Mario. One would be the Italian plumber. Hey, I'm from New York. I'm walking here. Oh, spaghetti and meatballs. Get a slice. Hey, gotta work on the pipes here, baby. And they already did that with the 1990 whatever, or 1989, or it was like 91 or whatever. That movie that the Mario live action film. They already did that. Hey, we're two New York plumbers. I'm walking here. Hey, what do you mean there's a princess? What are these reptiles walking around? Oh, the dinosaur can talk. Oh, I'm walking here. They already did that. 1992. Thank you, Hardwood. The John Leguizamo's where he was Luigi. I thought that was weird even back then, and I was super little. And I was like, why is he Luigi? Luigi's supposed to be taller than Mario, and like they should be relatively similar age, right? Okay. That's the first way that you could play Mario. Alright? The New York Italian plumber. Hey! I'm kind of slipping in Don Sinacci here. The second way that you can play Mario is the way that it's depicted in the video games. Like, yeah, wahoo, aha, it's a me, Mario. Like, that's the only, that's the other way that you can do it. Alright? There's the New York plumber, I'm walking here, and the aha, it's a me, Mario. Here's the thing. Those are the only two ways you can play Mario. Alright? However, Chris Pratt, if you notice, and I love Chris Pratt, super funny, loved him on Parks and Rec, loved him as Star-Lord, he's hilarious. He's a very, very, very funny actor. But Chris Pratt just plays Chris Pratt. So now we're going to have Mario as some dolt who's going to have some emotional turmoil in the middle of the movie, and then he's going to find himself and realize that he is strong enough to save the princess and this or that and yada yada yada. So instead of the, hey, I'm walking here, New York plumber, and the, yaha, we're getting Chris Pratt playing himself as Mario. That's not, that goes against the rules of the universe, all right? I'm not happy about this. It's so stupid. Do you guys agree or disagree? So Pigs in the Blankets certified T3 bot says, dude, I think you should play Mario. Here's also Alex Perez says, how did you get so good at accents? LOL, so casual about it. So here's another thing that really bothers me. All right, I'm so sorry, I forgot. I want to give this guy credit. Okay. There's a 66-year-old man by the name of Charles Andre Martinet from San Jose, California, 8. And he's been the same voice actor for Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi since like 1990. Charles Andre Martinet. He's still alive and still doing the voices for those characters to this day. He's still alive and still doing the Mario voices. So why not have him do the voice for Mario? It's because Hollywood is stupid, and they realize that they would rather get the marquee sticker shock of having a star-studded cast of Chris Pratt as Mario over having the actual voice of Mario who's been doing it for 30 years and actually make a good product. Charles Martinet, I'm with Charles. All right. It is what it is. Bye-bye. Seth Rogen, Donkey Kong is the best. Yeah. Title for today could have been Mario Fanboy Gets Triggered. Yeah. Yep. Chris Pratt is not a Rolex. You know what? If I said Chris Pratt is not a Rolex, Tudor fanboys would probably get butthurt about that also. Oh well. Classy Juanito says anyone can be an actor, right? Bad Matt with the super chat. Would you say it would be a pratfall? Emil says, you could be Mario, dude. All right. Right. Someone call my agent. Get my agent on the phone. Joel Taborski, have a great one, brother. I would want to play Wario, personally. Almighty Ohm, what did I miss? Oh my god, we just opened up a huge can of worms about Mario. It is what it is. Seiko Presage as a good beginner watch to dress up and down. Seiko Presage, depending, I mean, which Presage, right? Because now the Presage line has a lot of different watches. They have like some dive style bezel watches. We have a bunch of things. So which one? Are you talking about the cocktail time Presages? Because I would not talk about, I wouldn't dress down a cocktail time really. I don't think that that's the watch you should choose to dress down. If you want to talk about a watch to dress up and dress down, it's an Alpinist. Get an Alpinist. Hey, Hardwood says get an Alpinist. Baby! Almighty Ohm, what is there to talk about Hublot? That Hublot your money away when you buy a Hublot? Hey! Hey guys, Hublot, your Tudor is not a Hublot. Tudor fanboys would get upset about that. You could literally say your Tudor is not Boursin cheese. and Tudor fanboys would find a way to get really upset about that. Grav, are you a Dragon Ball fan, Jory? Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. I don't think you understand how much of a Dragon Ball fan. I'm literally rewatching Dragon Ball. I'm on episode 56 right now. He just left the snowy, like Goku just left the snowy tundra after fighting the Red Ribbon Army in that mechanical castle and fought the ninja brothers. Remember? He fought the 5 ninja brothers, Murasaki, the 5 Murasakis. He fought them, and he beat them up, and then Goku saved the professor, or the doctor, or whatever, and then now he is trying to find Bulma again. So, yeah. Let's talk about Naruto now. I never got into Naruto, sorry. Vegeta, what's the scouter say about Tudor orology level? That is such a good arc. Yeah, that was a really fun arc. But I'm excited because now he goes to now he's in the city, in the, like Goku's in the big city, and he's trying to find Bulma again to fix his Dragon Ball compass. And he goes up, he gets in a taxi because he's never been in a taxi before. And the taxi driver's like, "Where are we going, kid?" And Goku's like, "I need to find Bulma." And the taxi driver's like, "Okay, where does she live?" And he's like, "I don't know." And the taxi driver like stops the taxi. He's like, "Hey kid, you have money for this little excursion of yours?" And he's like, "What? No, I don't have money." And so then he gets kicked out. And so then Goku finds a cop and he's like, "Excuse me, I'm trying to find Bulma." And the cop's like, "Okay, I'll help you find her." And then he like, the cop like pulls up a tablet essentially and finds like Bulma. And he's like, "Come on kid, I'll take you to her." And Goku's like, "I don't have any money." And the cop's like, "I don't take bribes." That made me chuckle. Almighty Om says, "I must be weird learning Japanese. Doesn't watch anime." Yeah, that's weird. I thought you were going to say you're learning Japanese to watch anime. That is... Now that... I'm not... I'm a weeb, but I'm not that much of a weeb. See how much happier I am talking about... Okay, did you guys notice? See how much happier I was talking about Dragon Ball versus talking about this Mario movie coming out? Can we all acknowledge that? Johnny watches. Thor, not a Viking? Clickbait. Yep, young Goku is so damn good. Grav, yep. I'm telling you, dude. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, or if you like Dragon Ball if you like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, I don't want to talk to you if you watch Dragon Ball GT, because Dragon Ball GT is not canon according to Akira Toriyama. But if you like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, do yourself a favor and go back and watch Dragon Ball. Because Dragon Ball, you get to learn all about the characters and everything. Michael, Omega Aquaterra 41, can it be bought for a discount from an AD? You might be able to talk them off of tax. But for everyone saying like, "Oh, you can get this at a discount, you can get this at a discount," in reality, they're just cutting tax, which is better than paying tax. So, you can probably talk them down 8%, which is great. But it's not really a discount, they're just removing tax from it. So yeah, you might be able to. Vegeta is like my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, so. Guys, stop making fun of. You just stop making fun of Vegeta. Sheesh. Tudor is Krillin. Yeah, because Tudor has died like 3 times. Which non-big 3 or Rolex brands do you see becoming hot and sought after? What do you mean Rolex brands? Rolex doesn't really have any brands. It's just Rolex and Tudor are part of the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation. Which non-big 3 or Rolex brands? I'm confused about the wording of your question. It sounds interesting, but rephrase it for me because I'm an idiot. Non-big brands or non-Rolex brands? Oh, okay. Oh, so which non-Holy Trinity or non-Rolex brands do you see becoming hot and sought after? Okay. Thank you, Almighty Ohm. Thank you. Almighty Ohm is... See? I needed that. Okay, which do I see becoming hot and sought after? So, Zin, I knew that was going to happen, and it is happening. Zin prices are going up. Number 2 is I foresee Glashütte to be an up-and-comer. I think that they have been not undervalued, well, potentially undervalued. I think that they are way more low-key than they have to be. Glashütte. And then finally, you know, H. Moser is a watchmaker with ridiculous finishing and detail and design language, and so interesting, and people don't recognize them. So I would say probably Zin, Glashütte Original, and H. Moser. Probably those 3. JLC, Almighty Ohm. JLC is underrated, but it's not. It still has more respect than the 3 that I listed right now. So, yeah, those would be, yeah. Almighty Ohm says, agreed. J-Boy, what is the best brand for modern vintage style watches, Dan Henry style? Well, not Dan Henry. I'm not sure. Because if it's between getting a modern vintage watch or just a vintage watch, get a vintage watch, dude. Just get a vintage watch. What do I think about the new Serica? I haven't had that one on the wrist yet, but if the other 2 Sericas that I have reviewed are any indication, I think that their diver is going to be great as well. Yeah, Longines Heritage is one of my favorite heritage collections. Super chat from Hardwood. One final question. Love Longa cases, but don't have Longa money. Are there any other watchmakers with similar cases at more reasonable prices? Yeah, Glashütte. Glashütte Original. It's a fraction of the price of a Longa, but it's still incredibly expensive. Like, you're still going to be paying thousands, but it's not going to be tens and tens of thousands. And you'll actually be able to get a Glashütte. Whereas Longa is going to put you on a list, and then they're going to have to do a pre-qualification. Oh, we need to make sure that you're qualified to be an owner of one of our products. So stupid. Classy Juanito, what watch is John Wick wearing in the movie? He's wearing a Carl F. Booker Monero Date, a watch that I've reviewed and a watch my dad owns. We got it for him for Hanukkah one year recently. If one of my moderators wants to tag in the comment section the episode reviewing John Wick's watch. I reviewed that like 4 years ago, I think. Tudor owners do not qualify for Longa. But yeah, if you want a Longa without Longa money, pretty much the only option you have is a Glashütte original. I absolutely love it. Watch and why. What is a moderator? People monitor these live chats. Yeah, I have moderators, and there's one right there that just posted a link. John Wick's watch. If you click that link, you will get a very fun review of the watch John Wick wears in his movies. Working with Time says, you do get much more value for your money with vintage watches. Most movements were in-house and had much better finishing. So I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. We're getting 4 more watches in the shop this week. I think we have 7 watches available at the shop right now. If you guys want to go take a look, I'm going to be wrapping this one up, but if you guys want to check out the Time Teller shop, we have a bunch of really cool merch. Check out the hats. Don't start watch collecting. Check out the spooky season merch that we're only doing for spooky season. So once Halloween's over, it's done. And check out the watches. We're getting some more watches again this week coming in. So very, very, very excited about that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You could have been anywhere this Saturday, but you chose to hang out with me, and I do not take that for granted. Thanks for having an open mind and a decent sense of humor to chuckle with me, because people get so dang upset. We got another super chat at the end here. Whoop! I knocked over the gong. Gong gang! Alex Perez, I'm loving the SBDC 09 Alpinist with the cream white dial, but any suggestions on the best place to get it? Check out if Seiya Japan has it. I've gotten a few Seikos off of Seiya Japan. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I've personally, I think, purchased 2 watches from Seiya Japan, and they were both Seiko, so maybe check them out. All right, guys, get out of your comfort zone. Tell someone you love them. Tell yourself you love yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Corn! BM. Corn! We always have to do the corn. But yeah, guys, just don't take this hobby too seriously, because it's a lot less fun that way. So if someone makes a comment or a joke about a watch, guess what? You don't need to defend it to the death, because no one cares. No one actually cares. It's just a hobby. It's a whole lot of fun. We're very passionate about it, but you don't have to let it ruin your day. All right, guys. So please stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman of the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Love you guys.